Welcome to the You Heard podcast, your go-to for Miami Hurricanes football. Ben, Joe, Hope, and CB break down recruiting, hot topics, and game day action.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end.
No, let's talk about this right now because he's completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like, I don't appreciate.
What are we talking about, son?
Get into it, talk. I felt
Keeping it a buck.
Let me close these curtains real quick.
You heard. Ain't much more talking to be done.
You can't say that at the start of a podcast.
That's all I got after this. Fam. I'm not saying nothing else in 24 hours. Yeah. After this, we not talking. We not talking. Dog, how y'all feeling? What up, chat? Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Doro Pettis. Shout out to King Thing. Patrick Conyers. Rocky in the building. Who else we got? CB was already in the chat. Birdstone, shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Adrian Cono.
Live in the chat.
We're going to get to it, man. Get to it. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Birdstone, smash that like button, man. It's free. You heard gang. You already know what it is. Shout out to the villains, man. Shout out to Caneville. Shout out to everybody doing this Kings content thing, man. We waited a long time for this, fellas. How y'all doing, man? CB, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Enjoying the weekend. I've been watching a lot of Kamen Rider. Again, 97% of our fan base has no idea what I'm talking about. But I've been watching a lot of Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider W. If there are any nerds out there that know what I'm talking about, I'm watching Double. So I've been watching some Kamen Rider, and I got back into my Lego because I need to finish my Lego Merc so I can buy the Ferrari. So I've been building that. I actually was building that as of like 4 minutes ago. So I'm working on that. May be able to finish that by this weekend. It's just been a chill weekend, couple of days off. So I'm just trying to maximize them and enjoy the weekend with the missus.
That's a good way to do it, man. Yeah, enjoy it now because, a little crazy. It gets crazy tomorrow. Poke, how you doing, brother? Oh, you muted.
You're muted, brother, man.
Well, let's fix that, shall we?
There it is. It's the button. That button always fucks it up on that mic.
That button, man, it's in a sneaky spot too, and you don't even know when you hit it, and it turns it off, and you don't get any kind of indication anywhere. But yeah. No, but we're here, boys. We are here. We are on Natty Eve.
Yeah,
and it's still crazy to me to be thinking about it that our Miami Hurricanes are playing for a national title tomorrow. It's wild, man. It's wild.
As of right now, 25 hours and about 30 minutes away.
Yeah. And it's in our house, which is even wilder to me. I mean, 23 years, man. 23 years. And I just don't, there's been a lot of talk about, and we can jump right into this because I know we're just going to go here anyway. So, there's been a lot of talk about how great this Indiana team is, and people out there just spewing all kinds of nonsense about how they could. Is this the greatest team we've ever seen assembled? And nobody has a chance against them, and blah 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 blah. But I'm thinking about it, and it like Ruben Baines said in that locker room speech, was it during the Fiesta Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
We want it more than they do. It means that much more to us than it does to them, I feel like. Just because of the heralded tradition of Miami, the teams and players that came before this team and that kind of, laid the groundwork for what this university is and what this football team is and the greatness that came along with it. Now, I know they don't, it's been so long for a lot of these guys and they don't want to be that team or like Coach Cristobal says, Miami's not back. We're here because we're not them. But at the same time, you honor that tradition. And I think just that tradition of greatness that has been a part of this program for such a long time and has been pretty much dormant up until this year really, that it carries with it a certain weight of meaning. You know what I mean? Compared to
Yep.
Indiana, who's been around for so long and have been virtually irrelevant almost the entire program's existence up until last year when Cignetti really brought them back to it. But yeah, it'd be a cool story for them. And they came from such an unknown program that nobody even paid any attention to this like storybook ending for them. But at the same time, I just don't think it carries the same amount of meaning as it does for not only the guys and the coaches on this team and this staff, but for the city of Miami in general and just the culture that embodies the University of Miami. I think there's a little bit more meaning to it, or it's just different. I don't know exactly how to explain it or the words to explain it, but I don't know. I just think it has a different meaning to these guys than it does for the other.
Yeah, I think it's two different stories, right? Like, because we've seen the top of the mountain, right? We've been there and we've fallen off. To find your way back to crawling and losing and and getting knocked back down to figuring your way out to the top of the mountain. There's that side of it. For Indiana, it has like a 42% all-time winning percentage. Out of the last, I think they started in 1886, the last 137 years their existence, other than the last two, they haven't won anything, right? They've done 11 seasons, and we've had the back and forth with them. Their story's nice, right? It's sweet, it's well written. They've handled who they've needed to handle, but that story doesn't matter tomorrow night. That story doesn't, doesn't prepare you. And the narratives being what they are, is what they're gonna be, and they're gonna be that afterwards. But we get to see it again. Like, you even go through this season, right? Like, our two stumbles, everybody counted us out. They still talk about those as if the playoffs didn't happen.
Oh yeah,
right?
I mean, I had doubts myself after that SMU game. Like, we'll be lucky to even be in the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. And then you see narratives, and the national analysts go back to alluding to those, like, oh well, Louisville and SMU, but the playoffs happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the new information doesn't integrate there. Where with Indiana, if obviously this is a completely biased fan take, we're not that fan. We're like, oh, I'm going to give you the bigger picture. CB might be able to. I'm not going to do it. Not at this second. Indiana a month ago fought for their life to beat Ohio State. 2 games later, they dog walked 2 teams, without a doubt. Like, there's recency bias with them, but with us, it's like, oh well, Carson Beck could be Louisville. Can it be Louisville?
Right.
Lost to SMU. Like, where I don't know how you make that distinction with I don't know, but yeah, man, look. And I said it last year, Cignetti's a hell of a coach, man. Like, to do this with the team who's never won, never had any expectations, never done anything. It's fantastic, bro. It's incredible. And he's done it with a bunch of 5th and 6th year guys that were never recruited, developed the hell out of them, brought them all from JMU. It's an amazing story, without a doubt. I don't care tomorrow night. I don't none of those stories matter to me. Does your right tackle block Ruben Bain? Can Carter Smith handle, how Mezzi's going to come at him? Like, what about your interior D lineman? Can the transfer from Notre Dame, Pat Coogan, handle when the rotation of Amon Moten? That's what I want to know. That's what they haven't talked about. Yes, we trolled a little bit and had some fun with Indiana fans, but that's what I'm curious about, what they think about that. But when you engage them with that side of it, they don't say much. But yeah, man, it's interesting. I can't wait, bro. We're the last game of the season. That's it, bro. Like, we've had 3 episodes for one team. Usually it's it's preview, recap, off season. 3 pods for one team, and it's been fantastic seeing the reactions and the interactions. They are Notre Dame-like to me as far as their trolling and their commentary, as far as the fans, but they share the same state. One's a public, one's a private, and it is what it is. CB, thoughts wherever you want to take it. Look at that. We all went long, and it's fantastic. Hey, by the way, we're free flowing on this pod. We've talked about everything. We're giving you the stats, the analytics. That's all that we've done all that shit. This one was just we vibing, and let's kick back and see what's popping.
So as a narrative, So I was chopping up with people in the chat just now about this. The stories don't matter on either side, man. Like, to be completely honest, like, yes, I would love to say our guys wanted more because they want to bring Miami back, but how can we say that when the guys at Indiana probably want it just as bad to make Indiana relevant? A guy like Pons wants to leave a legacy at Indiana. How is that any weaker of a motivation than Ruben Bain wants to bring Miami back? It's just motivation. At the end of the day, like Zero says, you got to lace them things up. Like, it's going to be played on the field. I get it. Signetti's this hard-boiled, tough guy. Mario's a tough guy as well. They're both very old school coaches. I mean, they were both asked, like, what will it mean if your team wins the national championship? And they both said it would mean my team won the national championship.
Exactly. Yep.
I think a lot of that stuff is overplayed. Like, it's a lot of that's good locker room rah-rah. Like, you get in your boy's face and say they don't want it as bad as you, but we don't fucking know how bad they want it on that sideline. What I can say is I don't know if they've been through adversity the same way Miami has. Like, I don't know if that group has been through the kind of letdown we dealt with last year. You know, a lot of these guys were thinking after about week 3, week 4, shit, we in the playoff with this quarterback. God damn, like, we back now.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
facts.
they've had to recalibrate before, if they've had to look at themselves like the way Ruben and Mezzi and Wes had to last year and go, fuck, that was our fault. That we probably could have made the playoff if we could have stopped somebody. So I think that's a bit different. That kind of extra chip on your shoulder because you've been through the ups and downs. I mean, shit, after the second loss, there's that question: is our season over? So you gotta find some courage to keep going, thinking they're never gonna let us in with 2 losses, but you got to still have that belief. I don't know if Indiana's went through that. But also, we want to talk about chips on our shoulders. Indiana got a roster full of motherfuckers who was told they could not play at this level. So
that's true.
It works both ways. We got a bunch of people on our roster that were told you can never win at Miami. I'm sure Bain was told consistently by everybody, if you go there, you're fucking up your trajectory. You'll never win nothing. So he carries that. He carries every Big Ten coach, every SEC coach that told him you ain't winning shit at Miami. But by the same token, those kids at Indiana hold that we were not good enough to be at this level. We were told in recruiting we were not good enough. We were told a lot of these kids, some of these kids from the crib, and played against some of these guys they're about to play against, and we're told they couldn't play against them at this level. So let's not get it twisted. They got a little chip on their shoulder too. A lot of those guys are carrying that little man syndrome, so to speak. So I think we both have something to play for here. I think guys like CC, like Wes, like Bain, they want to prove this vision right. They want to prove Mario right. They want to show that none of this was in vain. Like, when I took this step, I believed in you, and I want to see this through. I think that's why Bain said, I'm crying regardless, whether we win or lose. Because what this means, again, every phone call, every text had to be, are you out of your fucking mind, bro? You're never going to win anything going over there. So you know they carry a different, like, we want this for Mario for a different reason, some of those Mario kids. But by the same token, the fucking JMU kids want it for Signetti for the same reason. Because they were told, if you go, y'all ain't going to win shit, and you damn sure can't go to any. If we take all these G5 kids over here, he ain't going to win shit. So they got that same thing. They got that same chip on their shoulder. To be honest, the teams remind me of each other in some ways. They're good in the trenches. They don't have our size in the trenches, though, but they're good in the trenches. Beck and Mendoza are very similar. I would say Mendoza is probably just a little bit more athletic than Mendoza is. I mean, than Beck is. But, I mean, we were talking about this last year when they were both options in the portal. We were like, well, they're kind of
similar.
6.5, you know what I mean? They're
very similar.
Very similar. Yep. Mendoza just has a little bit more athleticism, but they're very similar. They protect the football. They can manage a game very, very well. And that's not a negative connotation. I mean, like, they do understand the flow of a game. They understand when they need to interject themselves in the game, or when they just need to be a point guard and dish the ball to the right person. There's a lot of times when Beck's not forcing it. Let me just get the ball to Mally in space and let me let Mally work. Mendoza will throw for 4 TDs and have 184 yards. It's not always about the glitz and the glamour with either of these offenses.
True.
So I think a lot of what we do well and what they do well, it's very similar. They play complementary football. All 3 phases seem to play really well together. I think they do something that we can exploit. They move their defensive line a lot. We know better than anybody else from shout out to Coach Guidry, that if you stunt too much and a run is called off tackle to that side, that you're stunting that goddamn defensive end. You just lost outside containment because your tackle's not looping over there fast enough. We saw Ohio State kept doing it, and we just kept punishing them for some reason. I don't know why they kept doing it, but they kept doing it. So I think that helps us here. Joe hates that we have tight splits.
You're gonna love it this game though.
This game it works. It works against a team like this that stunts. It makes doubles faster.
Why is that? Explain that. Why?
Because when you're tired or if you're stunting, like it literally. So I was taking a bunch of notes because I forgot Joe wasn't going to be on this show. This is about to be my Joe segment. I was about to be like, Joe, this is the one fucking time, right? So it literally forces you to have to go through a man. There's not a lot of gaps for you to go through when you stunt. Our splits are in tight. You can help better as well off the double. You can double better as well. Essentially, if I've got wider splits, you've got more space to work. It's a confined space you're stunting inside of. So I can probably get a hand on you. Our interior, our 3 interior can probably get a hand on you. We can double you faster. We can chip you. I think this actually helps us, especially in short yardage. They're smaller than us too. And I think that's why they stunt a little bit. They're aggressive up front, but they're kind of small. So if you're smaller, you're quicker. Obviously, let's move. Let's confuse offensive lines. But I think that's going to hurt them against us. We don't pull. We don't move too much. Now, we do some guard and tackle pulling, but for the most part, a lot of times we'll just smack you in the face. And you sitting there moving around, I think that's going to hurt them. We exploited it. We've been exploiting it with Mark Fletcher going off tackle. I think it's going to help. That dummy pull we do on that on the jailbreaks and the screens to Mally. When you stunt to y'all, as a defensive line, I wasn't a defensive lineman, but I played safety, so I had to make these calls. And I do understand that when I blitz too, because you have certain keys, and if my key is this guard and this guard's pulling, it makes you stop for even if it's a half a second. In football, that's everything. If I can freeze you for a second, that's why you do that false pull when you throw the screen to the right. You want to just stop those linebackers for just a half second, just so that Mally can get the edge on them. So I think a lot of things they do well. We counter that. They like to play a lot of off man as well and read quarterbacks' eyes. We don't do a lot of slow developing shit. We don't do a lot of timing things either for the most part. Like our offense is not a lot of 3-step drop hitch where Carson Beck is just closing his eyes and letting it go because this is a staple in our offense. We don't do that a lot. They sit on a lot of routes. Something that frustrates me, but I think will help us a bit. We throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage a lot. So that off man, that 5 yards off man, waiting to jump an out route, waiting to jump a 5 yard, 7 yard in. That's not really something we do a lot. So I'm kind of interested to see how their corners play this. They play eyes a lot, double move them to death because Pons, he keeps his eyes in the backfield a lot and he's great at it. He's got fantastic instincts. Whether that's a little bit of cheating, we don't know. But we know that when he is playing off man, his instincts are incredible. His eyes are incredible. His route recognition is incredible. He's everything an elite corner is supposed to be except for tall. He's smooth. He's quick. He's decisive. When he sticks his foot in the ground and he goes, he's explosive, but he's under control and smooth with it. He's elite. I don't know if what he does well will serve him against our offense, though. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, like we don't throw a lot of quick hitches. We don't throw a lot of quick outs in this offense like that. I mean, we do quick hitches with CJ, But for the most part, you don't see a lot of 5-yard outs. You don't see a lot of stuff like that. A lot of those rhythm West Coast style throws in this offense. So I'm curious to see how their corners really play against us. I want to know what they're going to do against Mally. Do you bracket him? Or is your idea, okay, Pons takes away CJ, so we definitely don't have to worry about a second option there. So now it's just Mally. I mean, I think Marion will have something to say there. He's really stepped up. But I think it's a great matchup. I think both sides are underselling the other side. If you go on social media, I think Indiana fans are a little too high on nobody can touch them. I think there's some Canes fans that are a little too high on there's nothing Indiana could do to frustrate us. And I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. I think these are two teams that are not going to quit to that last tick in the fourth quarter as well because of how they're coached, because of the ethos behind both teams. I think we're going to see a hard-hitting game, a physical game. I think it's going to be fun, man. I think if you're a football fan, this is going to be a game you like. I think if you're an old school football fan, it's going to be a game you really like. These are two old school, no-nonsense coaches. Pads will pop. Shit will be talked. And I think it's going to be a fun one, man. I think they match up from an energy standpoint. I think they match up well with us. I think coaches like Mirabal and Mario like someone that if I punch you in the face, you want to swing back. I think they like that kind of shit. I think this is the kind of game where we may bleed and go, oh yeah, we've been waiting for a motherfucker who want to get punched. So I think it'll be fun, man. I like the matchup. I think ultimately it probably does come down to 15 and 11. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, who doesn't make the mistake? Both of them don't really make a ton of mistakes. I think it comes down to who does make the mistake. And I think that's going to be the difference in this football game. I don't think they're going to stop us on the ground. I don't think anyone can. So I think it's going to be who makes the mistakes. If Mendoza, we can get Mendoza off his spot early, that's going to help. If they can get Carson Beck off his spot early, that's going to help. I think it comes down to, I know that's easy to fucking say because it's football in 2026, but I think it comes down to what quarterback makes the least amount of mistakes. And I don't even mean interceptions when I mean mistakes. I just mean what quarterback makes the least amount of mistakes. Those throws you want to take back in the first quarter where you're like, fuck, you almost had him. How many of those? You know what I mean? Because I don't
Those
see either one of these guys throwing for 450. I don't think either one of them is throwing for 450. So that 225 got to count, I think, in this game. So I think that's what it comes down to.
Poke, what you thinking, brother? Besides reading the comments, because I see you.
No, well, yeah.
They're going crazy. That's why they are going
crazy. They are going crazy.
Salute to them, man.
It's fine. Shout out to the Indiana fans in the chat. Appreciate y'all too.
Yeah, rep your team, man. Rep your team. Stay respectful. You will get blocked.
Yeah, by what I was saying before about how the game means different. I wasn't saying it means any less for Indiana. I was just saying that it's a different type of meaning for each team. That's all I was saying. I mean, Indiana wouldn't be here if they weren't a good team. Let's just call it how it is. I mean, they're a good team. They're very well coached. They're very disciplined, and you have to respect that in a certain way. You just can't go into this game thinking you're going up against a FAMU or a Bethune. You can't do that because that's when you're going to get beaten. I don't think either team is going into this game thinking that or playing it that way. Yeah, both sides are going to be confident in their own guys. That's just the nature of sport. You're not going to go in, having doubts about your own team in a national championship game and then hyping up the other team. That's just not going to happen. There's going to be talk, but I think across the board, there's a mutual respect there for both teams. We wouldn't be here if we weren't any good. We earned the right to be here. Indiana earned the right to be here, and it's going to be a heavyweight battle, I believe. I mean, CB pointed out the differences in the line, but they're different styles of play that come into factor. What's the saying? Styles makes fights, or
styles makes fights. Yep.
Yeah.
So you have a smaller, faster defensive line in Indiana compared to Miami's offensive line. We have athletes on our offensive line. We got guys that are a lot bigger, so maybe their defensive line is a little bit faster. They play the stunts. They play the slow play where they'll, act like they're rushing and then send the tackle in to take out the center, and the nose sweeps around and fills the gap and takes out the running back for a tackle for loss. They like to knife a lot, and then comes into play with the size of the offensive line. If we can get hands on you, we're going to push you around. We're going to make you work. We're going to make you earn everything that you're trying to get on that line. You flip the script to the other way. Our defensive line have been monsters and have wreaked absolute havoc the entire season. 47 sacks on the year. What was it? An 18% havoc rate. So we're gonna make you work. And is Indiana's offensive line going to be able to hold up the entire game? And if history has a way of repeating itself, we witnessed that with the Ohio State game. Everybody was saying how great of the trenches were at Ohio State, and they're one of the best run defenses in the country. And then we go out and, practically walk all over them and put them in the dirt by the end of the game. Is it going to be the same way? I don't know. It's a different type of team. And then you got two quarterbacks that are very similar. And like CB said, it's going to come down to which quarterback can make the fewest mistakes or no mistakes. Does Miami have to play a perfect game? I don't think they have to play a perfect game, but they have to be very cognizant of mistakes. Does Indiana have to play a perfect game? No, they don't have to play a perfect game. But, same goes for them as well. They can make mistakes. They're prone to mistakes. They're football players. There's no perfect football player out there. There's no perfect team out there. So if you can take advantage when those mistakes happen, I think that's going to be a huge key in this game, both ways. If Indiana's able to capitalize on Miami's mistake, if Miami can capitalize on Indiana's, you're going to see a big swing. And I think this game is going to be a lot closer than a lot of people are thinking. And I know there's, the super fans out there wanting to be, shock value and say, oh, well, Miami's going to win like 44-10, or Indiana's going to blow their socks off and it's going to be like 51-7. I don't think either team's going to score over 30, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be that type of game. So I'm so looking forward to it. Just getting here, haven't waited this long. I mean, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to be down there with our people. And just, unfortunately, I won't be at the game. It didn't work out, but I will be down there, and I'll be hanging out with our people and watching and just enjoying the whole thing. And it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah. Fun stat that I got from PFF, and then the good guys that threw the smoke, Gabby and David Lake. By the way, congratulations to Gabby Urrutia and his family. Baby number 3. He announced it on social media. Is on the way. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Gabby. You know what I'm saying? Numero 3. That's shout out to Gabby. Give him his, you know what I'm saying? Take a little time. But every team we've played, the offensive line has either had the worst or the second worst PFF grades all season. Every team. Right? From, what was it, Notre Dame at the beginning to Ole Miss last week. Every team we've played. If that just continues, and you have a glaring weakness on your right side, it's your right tackle, because you rotate them. You can rotate guards, you know what I'm saying? You run guard, yes. Right tackles are kind of a big deal, especially, look, I'm not going to break it down any better than Landon Tengwall did. So please go check out his breakdown on why that's going to be an issue. That's a former offensive lineman at Penn State. I'm not going to even try to say the shit he said, because I don't know I don't know it. So I'm not even going to try to lie to you and act like I'm smart about it. It's not going to happen here. I'm interested to see that side, how they compensate for that weakness. Do they do what Ohio State did when Ohio State was getting whooped? Do they go, you know what I'm saying? Do they go 2 tight ends to try to help with Mezzi and Bain? How does that change their route? Because when you put 2 tight ends, I'm assuming you only got to have 2 wide receivers. Is it going to be Decker or Surratt, or is it going to be Cooper and Surratt? Like, what are you going to do there? How much are you going to keep your running backs in to protect? Because yes, they're solid and strong running backs, but they're not too big, right? I don't think they're 6'2", 200. I think they're smaller, quicker backs that find their ways in that hole with that offensive line. Those are the questions that I want to find out. We've had 11 days to prep for this game. Our last game was the 8th. The analysts and staff had their footage ready on the flight back to start breaking down that film. So, and yes, you have the crossover. We saw it earlier in the chat, right? Like Signetti, coach with Coach Heatherman. Heatherman knows Haynes, which is the defensive coordinator who he shared that room with. There's a lot of crossover there. That was 4 years ago. Since then, Corey Heatherman went to Rutgers and then Minnesota, and now he's here. So his tendencies might have changed since then. Learned different things, picked up different things, how to look at the Cincinnati offense with Mike Shanahan. Mike Shanahan's been there since JMU, right? So all those things, like that's consistency, which is why it was so easy. Not easy because it's not easy to win 11 games year one, which is why they've had the success that they've had. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of questions, and I can't wait. Look, us as fans, and you guys said it, we're gonna be ridiculously arrogant and talk shit and talk trash because we believe in our teams. That's what we're, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're supposed to do. But if you guys, Indiana, we got some Indiana fans in the chat. If you could tell me how Khalil Benson is gonna stop Ruben Bain, like, and what your schemes are, please write it out. You have all the time in the world. We're gonna be here for another probably 45 minutes. Tell me how they're gonna stop that and slow that down. I would love to know because we asked, you guys reacted crazy for our joking tweets. I asked Ruben Bain, Khalil Benson, and Carter Smith. I want to know what you guys are going to do on that offensive line. I don't know. And for you guys, CB and Poke, CB, if you want to take it, like what they're going to do to try to. Are they going to go max protect?
No, you don't have to go max protect. You just chip them. So because you don't. When you have elite edge rushers like that, you can't stop them. You can slow them down, though. You just chip them. Mm-hmm. Keep that tight end, chip them, frustrate them all night long. Move the pocket and try to make sure that you're getting Ruben Bain pressures and not sacks. Take him out of the play. It's hard to do that against this team, though, because of Mesidor on the other side, because of the penetration we get up the middle as well. But that's what I would do. I would chip him. I would chip him with the tight end and keep the running back. See, I wouldn't chip him with the running back. I would chip him. I've been goofy, baby. I would chip him with the tight end before the tight end goes on his route. And I'd keep the back end just in case he still whips the offensive tackle, personally. That's what I would do. But again, you show too much attention to that side. You got Blunt collapsing the pocket from the interior. You have Mezzi on the other side. So now you're telling me Mezzi has one-on-one. That's really why this defensive line is so deadly, is because wherever you show the extra help to, they can really hurt you on the other side. To me, the more impactful matchup, though, is the other side of the trenches. A 13-man rotation on defense against our offense is going to be very interesting. I want to see how that's going to work. Yeah, because that means bringing guys out of the bullpen that have cold arms, guys that have not been there this year. They have not been in the fire. They ain't been in that third quarter where it feel weird out there. You could barely goddamn hear a sound, and you can't hear the band no more. Motherfucker talking to you from 5 feet away, and it looked like this.
Right?
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's different. Oh, yeah. It's different.
Yeah.
So I wanna know what that's gonna be like when they gotta reach in that bag and get that third and fourth defensive tackle. Is he ready?
Do they have that?
Is he? They got him. He on the roster. He don't play though.
There's a D tackle there. There's a D tackle.
Trust me. Yeah. Trust me. Your seventh reliever cold, but he hadn't pitched all fucking year. Is he ready here? I know he got the damn arm. He ain't on your roster without the arm. He throw 97, but he ain't done it all year.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I'm curious. I want to see how that works. You know, will we force him to go deep in that bag? I want 5-minute drives, 7-minute drives. I want to see target that freshman. I want y'all to. I want y'all to target Borey. I want y'all to know that Slime comes from a program where he was that program. He played corner, safety, quarterback, running back, offensive coordinator, lead trainer. He taught a sophomore history class, and he cooked lunch for the cheerleaders. This motherfucker did everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so accurate.
Put the decals on the helmets. All right. We trust Slime, and that's not even a joke here, y'all. Like we trust that kid.
No,
we really do trust that kid. Target
he came in cold last game. He came in cold last game. What did he do to Stribble?
But he wasn't cold though. He's been getting reps. They've been throwing him and Bryce out there. They've been throwing these guys out there, so he wasn't too cold. No second guessing. Threw him out there in man coverage by yourself. and told him, get it how you live, fam. We trust that kid. We do.
Yeah.
We do trust that kid. Let's not forget that we still have Ethan. Let's not forget that we still have OJ. Let's not forget that the safeties over the top are veterans. Poiser and Thomas and guys like Keontae on the field with Slime. It's
there's another freshman in that backfield too.
There's Bryce-topher. Like, we be forgetting that OJ got thrown out there with no vets to help him. They were like, hey, you're our best corner just because you are. So here's Syracuse. We're going to keep blitzing the safeties. You're by yourself. It ain't like that this year, y'all. No. Like, we got Jacoby Thomas out there. We got Zachariah Poiser out there. We got Keontae Scott out there. We got veterans. Slime is okay. Trust me. He will never be out of place. Now it's just athleticism. And the kid's a freak. So that's why we trust Slime. To Indiana fans, we're not shitting on y'all by saying we're not scared about the freshman. It's because what we have around that freshman. He's he's surrounded by veterans. He's surrounded by NFL DBs, y'all. These are league DBs he is surrounded by. Yeah. So he's okay. He can play man by himself because jump the route, bro. Jacoby got you over the top. You'll be fine. So no, we're not too worried about him. You still have Ethan O'Connor. You still have OJ. I'm okay with him having to hold it down for 2 quarters. I am.
Yeah. Juan Manuel, one of the day ones, man, appreciate you. Has been those that gotten heat from penetration for defensive tackles up the middle. Yes, if you look at the very first play of the game against Ohio State, where you look at common opponents, Ohio State CT blew that boy up.
Y'all, he played for Cal. Y'all forget that? That nigga ran for his life for a whole 365.
Yeah.
I don't remember playing him. Y'all in the chat, y'all don't remember playing them? He ran that Cal offensive line was so. That's what made us go watching him like, damn, if we do get him, he might win a motherfucking Heisman here because he's running for his life at Cal.
He was running for his life.
He's seen that before, but has he seen it at this level where the rotation can still keep getting after you when we keep throwing different people in there? Probably not to this degree. I don't think anyone has. And I think, look at Julian Sand. Julian Sand dealt with pressure this year. It's just when the backups come in, you assume as a quarterback, okay, I'm fine on this play. And you're not. Still.
Exactly.
It's just different.
So much.
It's just different.
Wins and Canes, appreciate the old one. My brother, spot the ball and line it up. Go Canes. We are 24.
Shout out to Josh. Y'all remember West knocked his shit loose when we played him?
Yeah.
Remember that?
That was woo, buddy.
Yeah,
that was a hit.
Yeah. Woo,
he's tough though. We know that.
They tried. The sideline was calling for targeting. Crazy shit.
Given Miami's history with that, I was dumbfounded that wasn't a target.
Fully expected.
It's only because it was
fully
Cal.
expected it.
It's only because them referees were like, look, man, the Pac-12 is barely holding on, bro. Let's just keep this game going. We're not calling shit. Just keep playing.
Speaking of targeting, we have one of our guys out the first half. Xavier Lucas is out the first half for a terrible targeting call that cost us one of our starting defensive backs in the first half of this game.
I don't know how they differentiated between that one and the one earlier in the game that against Ole Miss that they didn't call targeting. I didn't know
they did call it, and then they pulled the flag. They called it targeting on the field. Then they
to Polk's point though.
Yeah,
but to Polk's point, why didn't they?
I have no idea.
Look at this one a little bit.
I have no idea.
Even if it should have been targeting, it wasn't too egregious to where he should have been ejected. Like, we can call targeting without ejecting kids. Like, we gotta fix that.
That's got to be fixed.
You can call it targeting without saying he didn't try to decapitate this motherfucker. And then sometimes it's like, you know what, he did that shit on purpose. Sometimes I just dip my shoulder and then he dipped, so our heads met each other. But
he didn't launch on the second one. He was going in for the tackle. There was no launch.
There was no launch.
Going down for the tackle. And as the receiver was falling to the ground, he turned in towards the already starting for the tackle defender.
They said it was
he turned towards
contact. Every tackle in football is forceful contact.
Every single one. Every single
You
one.
also have to launch at someone to tackle them. So I hate that. I hate that wording. When they're like, he launched. I'm like, well, how the fuck else? If I stand here and let him run into me, I'm gonna get ran the fuck over. That's what they want. They want you to stand there, let him hit you, and then wrap him up. I'm not doing that.
They start
He gonna
calling
step on
targeting
my
on the ball
chest.
carrier.
Legit,
dip in the head.
it has to go both ways, and they never call it that way
'Cause
when
it-
the running
'cause
back
it-
lowers his fucking helmet.
Because if the defender's already down, getting ready to make a tackle, and then the ball carrier lowers into him, goes helmet to helmet, it's always going to get called on the defender when he's
Yeah,
already in his
and
position to make a
I
tackle.
hate that, Polk. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. If you're gonna at least call that, don't eject the kid for that, man. His head was there. Your head met mine. Get your 15 yards or whatever, but don't kick the kid out for that. Kick the kid out when he leaves all fours and it looks like, you know, his helmet is real helmet to helmet. You know, when it looks egregious, when they hit a quarterback going on the sideline, when we can clearly tell he's about to step out of bounds, kick that kid out.
It has to be
Don't
dirty.
kick the kid out who was just trying to make a tackle, man.
It has to be like an egregiously dirty hit where like, all right, man, it's fucking disgusting.
It should look like targeting.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Here's how you know Amari Carter. That's targeting.
Watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, we know. We know over here now.
We know about Amari.
That was targeting.
We know over here.
Hey, bro.
Mr. Targeting himself.
We can't listen. Hey, man.
That is his
every
rule
time
for sure, dog.
He was gonna give you 6 plays and then be out that second.
I'm pretty sure people were taking bets on the over/under for when the targeting was going to be called on him every game.
He's a physical manifestation of targeting the same way Blake is a physical manifestation.
Don't.
They are both.
Don't do that.
These
Don't
penalties
do that.
personified in a man.
He's
both of these motherfuckers.
Hey, listen, it's annoying as shit.
At this point, Chris Graves with holding too. Like that is your penalty, sir. Chris Graves,
you have there's a picture of you on the pamphlet.
Yeah,
that's
your
you.
shit.
That's fucking you. Listen, let's keep it a buck here. David Blay on a 34 is gonna give you that offside. Like he's gonna.
Yeah, I'm probably getting him out of there. I'm probably getting him out of there.
If you are third and 4 and less,
I'm still mad at you, bro. But whatever.
If you are third and 4 and less, do not put him in the game.
Line him up 5 yards off the ball. If you're
Yeah,
keep him in there.
Let's get him off the ball on third downs, man. Let's let him play linebacker on. Wes gonna tap him, hey, bro. Come here.
Put that
Switch
boy at
spots.
safety.
Switch spots with me.
Put that dude at safety or something, because that we can't stand.
Wes got
up.
us,
Like,
bro. When y'all see Wes tapping him and they switch spots, we know what's up, bro.
Right.
Wes
Yeah,
gonna be like, let me
listen.
let here you
gonna
you
put
blitz
Wes
from
down
back there, bro.
They're going to put Wes at the 3 tech and put Blake back.
I got it. I got the 2
Move
techs
right
right
back.
here, bro. I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Move right back. That shit crazy, man. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Don't
Indiana
give me
does have a
that.
lot of old players. They have a lot of experience, but I mean, the experience goes against them too. They don't have experience at this level.
Yeah.
You've been in college for 4 years, but I mean, I think that we could throw out the window. None of us have been here. Both teams, none of us have been here.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
We don't whooped everyone that was supposed to be here. Both of us.
Yeah.
We done fucked up what college football wanted this to be.
yeah. They had
So I
Alabama,
think even
they
their
had
age
Alabama, Ohio
doesn't.
State in this bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think their age. I mean, yeah, they got guys that are 4th and 5th years, but all of our leaders
6
are
years.
Ruben Bain, Mesidor, Beck, West. All of our leaders are too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but every player has faced playing older players throughout their entire career.
Yeah.
When you get to high school,
Yeah.
you're what, 14, 15 years old? And if you're any good and you're playing a lot, you're playing against 17, 18-year-olds in high school. Even
an optimist when you're young, you're probably playing up. When you're in
you
little
might
league.
be. I mean, it's a little more controlled, at that level. But
Yeah,
you
because
get to
you're
high school, you're playing older guys. You get to college, you're playing against older guys as a freshman. Even when you get to the NFL, you're going to be playing dudes in their 40s. I mean, come on. I mean,
in this era, 7-on-7, 5-on-5, they're all playing up. They're all playing.
I mean,
up.
it's a different beast if you're like, 13, 14 years old and you're playing consistently against 20, 22-year-olds. That's then the age factor I think is a much, much bigger difference. But yeah.
Can I ask a question?
The fact that Indiana is
using
using it for experience is weird to me because they have no experience in the natty, so I don't give a shit. It's weird. They're like, we're the more experienced team. I'm like,
there he is.
what?
And what?
Yeah.
And what?
Ben, what was your question, Benny?
They don't play any freshmen, right? They don't have any freshmen on that team. It's all 5th and 6th year guys.
Like as far as starters go, yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not.
I know there's
really
Indy fans. I know there's Indiana fans in the chat.
Yeah, sound off in the chat, y'all. And this not no smoke. We actually
No,
just
no.
wanna
Yeah,
know,
no,
do y'all have like
legitimately
true
asked-
freshmen that play?
Because I know.
that play. I'm sure
Signetty
there's
got
some
there
on the
last
roster.
year.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
get to telling
Signetty-
me who on the roster. I know who's over there. I have several kids over there, but they don't play. So I'm curious if so y'all.
Signetty got there
they don't
last
play.
year. Signetty got there last year. Didn't have a big recruiting class. Got there this year. It was all Porter and recruiting. Not much recruiting class.
Sophomore.
So I'm legitimate.
Somebody in the chat. said
Sophomores,
sophomore.
no fresh play. Okay, cool.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
Appreciate
that's
you.
yeah, no shade
Okay.
or nothing like that. It's just
No,
Yeah,
it
we're
was
just
just-
curious.
Yeah.
I'm about to look at their stats right now and see if anybody.
Yeah.
That's interesting too for them to be that old.
Anthony,
And I
repeat your question.
when
I'm
you
not-
say that,
I'm not
sounds
scrolling
bad,
back
up.
but I don't mean it that bad.
going to how their roster is built with the older guys. I think that it was almost and this is just coming from me not knowing really anything about Indiana and what their coaching
Until
staff
now, yeah.
evaluates.
Yep.
But I think he was kind of left with no choice really, just because of where Indiana was in the past and not really
Very bad.
talked about really
clean
any
house.
good.
Yep.
He almost
He had to
kind of had
jump-start it.
to. Exactly. So you're going to go portal heavy. You're going to bring guys in that have experience to try to start setting a standard for yourself and start building your program, which, there's nothing you can do about that. That's what you have to do because you're not going to get the recruiting classes like, all these other, top 15 teams are going to be getting just because they're established. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, he had to prove it first. He had to have that proof of concept.
and you're seeing it starting to pay off now because you're starting to see a lot of these high school kids now. I think just in that, what was it? The Navy. Was it the Navy All-American game or one of those?
Army.
There was like 4 or 5 that announced commitments to Indiana, and you're seeing them go portal heavy again because you're seeing a lot of the graphics start, dropping for guys, going to Indiana in the portal. So I mean, he's obviously starting to build something there. I mean, you have 2 back-to-back seasons like they've had. It's kind of hard not to start attracting those types of players. So
you have to. You have to.
We got a kid
clean
from
house when
Armwood
you-
going there. There's a kid from Armwood going there. He early enrolled. Shout out to little bro DeMonte Timms. He enrolled. It was like last week he was moving in. Shout out to little bro. So yeah, they've been doing some good things in recruiting. They got a couple sophomores. Their wide receiver 3, Charlie Becker, 30 catches, 614 and 4 touchdowns. He's a sophomore.
He's a problem. Yeah, he's a problem.
Omar Cooper's a junior. He's nice. I don't know how the fuck you say this kid's name. The linebacker, Hardy, he's really good. 46 tackles, 8 sacks. He's a sophomore. So they got a couple young guys. It's not a bunch of old dudes.
Yeah, you had to clean. You had to clean house with how bad Indiana's always been, and it was smart. So he just brings all this JMU. You guys already know the program, already know the standard he sets forth, and it was smart to do. There's no knock. Supercell ass. Appreciate the donor, my brother. What are the feelings of Signetty crying about us using our locker rooms and trying to shut down Kane's Walk, allegedly?
Just doing what he's supposed to do, y'all. If Mario was playing these motherfuckers in Indiana, he would do the same shit. I'm not gonna let y'all be comfortable. I mean, respect, bro. That's like Ruben Bain, all them keep saying. All that shit. The game got to be played on the field though. Like Signetty, I hope you know that. Like this be uncomfortable and still give you 30. But he's just doing what he's supposed to do. He's just doing what he's supposed to do. It's
gamesmanship.
It's gamesmanship.
I'm gonna need John Roush to sneak in a fire extinguisher and hit that smoke when they run out the tunnel.
Yeah,
like he did.
Somebody,
like he did back in
somebody
83.
get us. Michael,
the original
gotta do
Bastion mascot, man.
Yeah,
back in 83.
Somebody got to do it.
83 or 84, whatever it was. It's the 83 season when we played Nebraska in the Orange Bowl for the national championship. They said, no, we can't have the smoke. It's a neutral field. Y'all can't be doing that. And Roush, man, went in as Sebastian, snuck in that fire extinguisher, and as soon as they pour out the tunnel, that smoke hit. It was amazing.
Yeah, they got to do that, Paul. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm Mario, if I'm anybody on staff, I'm making that happen. I'm literally one of y'all. Michael, really have Michael Irvin do it because it's more poetic if Mike does it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's so full circle. Like, one of y'all make sure we run out the smoke, bro.
Speaking of Mike, y'all saw that. You all saw the Saturday Night Live skit, right? With Mike.
Did you see it? You didn't see it, see?
I know he got.
I can't play.
I don't like Saturday Night Live.
What's that comedian's name that did Mike? I can't think, but that dude's
freaking podcast coming out.
He's freaking hilarious.
He's from Orlando. He's from Orlando.
Even had the that long sleeve shirt that Mike used to wear on the sideline with the orange.
With the orange,
Right.
The
Yeah,
whole
He had
U.
that shirt on, everything. Put
That's
his hair down in the
hilarious.
twist and put the he was spot on, man. If you get a
Shout out
chance
to
to go back
Michael
and
Irvin,
watch it,
man.
it's hilarious.
He got a podcast coming out. It's called The White House. It's about to be a crazy podcast.
That's not the name of it. Is it really the name of it?
No,
Is that
that's
really the
serious. Y'all, Dallas Cowboys fans know what the White House is. That's their
I'm
old
sure
party
it's-
house. Back in the day, them
Oh,
Dallas
okay.
days. They used to have a house they called
I'm
the White
sure
House.
it was white.
It was their party house.
I'm sure it was White House. I'm sure
It was called the White House for several reasons, Ben. It's called
Yeah,
the White
I'm
House
sure it
for
was.
several
So
reasons.
for a
Shout out to
plethora-
Mike, man. We
for
want you on
multitude-
the show one day, brother. I know you're huge. You're way bigger than this kind of platform. But as people who grew up loving you, we'd love to have you on the show, man. I had a Michael Irvin 47 Canes jersey when I was a kid. It looked like one of them practice jerseys.
Still one of the wildest numbers for a receiver.
Y'all know what I'm talking
To
about,
me.
like them jerseys that had all the holes
with
in
the
it.
dots,
One
with
of
the
the
holes in
the
it.
big
That's what athletic
mesh,
joint.
the big
Yeah,
mesh jerseys. Yeah,
Big
I
mesh.
had
It
one
was
of
cut
The
off.
Russell
It was
Athletic,
cut off.
the Russell Athletic
Yeah.
jerseys.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I told my dad I wanted to be a Miami fan because I like the colors, that's the reason he let me be a Canes fan. Because he said if you're a Miami fan, that means you're a Cowboys fan. Because Michael Irvin went to Miami, so he was like, "I'll let you be a Miami fan if you're a Cowboys fan." And I didn't care about the Cowboys. I just liked orange and green. It looked cool
Right.
to me.
Yeah.
I became a Canes fan just because they look cool. My dad was like, "Okay, well, you like Michael Irvin." He bought me this big
Right.
ass fucking net jersey. It was cool.
It
I
is
used to
a net.
hoop in it. I was a weird kid.
Shit, Michael Irvin, Jimmy Johnson. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
there's only net.
My dad was smart. He was like, "I got his ass."
Got him.
He's a cowboy. I was like, whatever, bro. I like them. They look cool. I didn't like
Anthony
Notre Dame when
Lozano
I
has-
was a kid. My dad
Ben,
liked
do you
it too much.
Ben, do you agree that this was a targeted penalty? College should go off and see how you see NFL calls. Yeah, they're not going to change it now, so it doesn't. I mean, like the play, the
Yeah.
call is the call. They likely won't change it. It was a bad call on the field. It was a bad call in review, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We hope this is why you get depth. Look, a name that's I know he hasn't played much, but a name that is there that has snaps and experience is Jadaeus Richard too, right? He hasn't put a graphic. He could give you a couple snaps if you need it. I'm not saying he can, but he's there.
Nah,
what
I'm
I'm saying?
sorry, Ben. That was Juan. Juan in the chat going crazy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Juan goes crazy. He's gonna have a Joy Taylor comment in a minute. You know what I mean? Oh,
Hey, young
Kenneth.
Gremlin, I want to say this. I live in Houston, bro, and shout out to the Cougars. I love Houston. Shout out to my guy Stefan, who's graduating this year, who had a fantastic year. He was their lead receiver. That's my dog. I love you to death. I did some work for his dad in 7-on-7. I love Houston. Keyshawn Henderson's my dog. He's committed to Houston. We would put 50 on fucking U of H, and we would bury Connor Wegman. Stop it. That offensive line would have no fucking hope against this front seven. And I love the Cougars, bro, but come on, man, stop it. That offensive line would be in shambles, y'all. They would be. You see, we did Ohio State. The other red school, we would fuck y'all up something crazy. Y'all would get demoted. Y'all be a D2 school after that. Stop. And I love U of H, man. That's the hood. I love U of H. Y'all are crazy.
Kenneth, appreciate all your comments,
my
man, for the
favorite?
chat, man. Appreciate you. Make sure to smash that like button while you're here, man. We just like to have a good time. Big question: is Miami coming to the Big Ten? In the future, maybe.
Who
You know what I'm
knows?
saying?
Who knows?
Conversations
You never know.
are being had every single day, B. You know what I'm saying? The transfer
never
portal
know.
is open for everybody at all
Yeah.
times.
Conferences included.
Conferences included.
It's interesting.
Oh
never
man.
know.
I asked my favorite cane of all favorite. All right, someone asked me, but let's all do this. Fuck it. Favorite cane of all time, offense and defense.
Oh man.
No, you heard rule either. Just who the fuck is your
No,
favorite?
you can't have the you heard rule on this.
Yeah, we can't. You heard rule this. That's not
No,
fair.
you
I
can't
can't
you
not
heard
pick
rule
my
this.
favorite.
No.
You somebody else said it. That's fucked up.
Yeah, you can't do that shit. You can't be like, oh well, he said Clint Boyd.
Yeah, no, you heard rule here.
I mean,
Well,
2-6.
since you were asked first, CB, you kick it off. Let's go with offense
Yeah.
first.
Let's go offense first. Now, all right, this is not the best cane of all time, but here's my favorite cane. Of
That's
all
all. No, that's all they
Yeah.
asked. Not
That's
the
That's
best.
the
all
rule.
that
That's the rule.
matters,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's it's and I love 11, but it's not him. It's Ja'Cory Harris. It's why I like 12 to this day.
Skinny Testaverde, as I like to call him.
Yeah,
Skinny
I
Testaverde.
changed from Oakley visors to Nike visors because of him. I wore those Nike Vapor Jet cleats because of him. That I love Jaquez. That's my guy. Like I thought he was gonna win a Heisman here. Like I love him to death. To this day, you can't say shit bad about him to me. And he would have won a Heisman if he didn't lacerate his thumb. So nobody in the chat try to tell me he wasn't like that. He lacerated his thumb because before that he was gonna win fucking Heisman that year.
He takes a lot of unwarranted heat for sure.
Yeah,
if he had a better cast of characters around him, ain't no doubt he would have been.
If they played him in a spread offense and not that fucking
I have
weird
no doubt
pro style. Yeah, I love Jaquez. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Crazy arm talent too.
Yeah, it's my guy.
It's always been Jeremy Shockey for me. He's always been one of my all-time favorite Hurricanes. I mean, I don't know. I just like the way he played and just the type of swagger he brought to the team, and just out there, no gloves, no wristbands, no elbow pads, no nothing around his no ankle tape, no nothing, just raw dogging it out there, bro.
And then when he put the gloves on, he cut the tips off. I was like, "This is madman."
He was a psychopath.
Yeah, he was definitely my guy. He was definitely my guy.
You gotta love Shockey, man. You gotta love Shockey.
And that's one of the reasons why I wish I had the chance to play tight end in high school, and I never did.
Yeah, quarterback.
I had too good of an arm, so they made me a quarterback.
Yeah, they were like, "Fuck that."
Get your ass on the center. The fuck you
It
doing?
was crazy because I was bigger than probably 4 out of our 5 offensive linemen, and I was playing QB.
Yeah, they're like, but
the smallest guy in our
50 yards on a laser, we don't give a shit.
See, no, actually, yeah, there were 2 guys on our offensive line. My center was about 6'2", 170, and then my right guard was probably 5'9", 5'10", 290. So he was bigger as far as weight goes, but he was like 5'9", 5'10", but definitely not taller.
Not tall.
They ran a pitch pass and was like, "We're gonna run a quarterback pull." They're like, "Quarterback pull." Well, since our quarterback's bigger, stronger, faster than our guards,
well,
so we're gonna have him pull.
I knew immediately every time I dropped back, I was gonna have to roll out to the left. I would start screaming. I was like, "Can we please move him to left guard so I can roll out to the right?" It's a
y'all got me going there. You got me having to square my shoulders and shit. Move him.
It's a good thing I was a baseball player, or else I would not be able to roll left and throw back to the right. So,
shout out to being in position and out of position at the same time.
Edgerrin James, offensive. Y'all know that's when I fell in love with his Canes. Easily, that's sentimental reasons. That UCLA game back in the day was when I fell in love with this King shit. The first time I watched him on TV, so that's easy. And we're rotating back for defensive side, 2-6, real simple, real easy. Sean Taylor, I mean, I got to see him destroy the punter in Hawaii. It's the hardest hit I've ever seen in my life live. I've never it's like watching a car accident from the sideline. From like the you know what I'm saying, the parking lot, and like seeing it happen and just going, "Oh my god!" Like you could see it. Like you go, "Hey Sean, this is practice. This isn't real." Like this, it's the incredible. It's not even it. Yeah, easy. Poke.
Man, skip me for a second.
There's probably more on defense, which is nuts.
Yes. Skip me for a second.
Devin Hester. Let's get 6. Let's get 6, fellas. You know what I'm saying? 24 hours away. A little bit over 24.
That could have been your offensive or defensive pick. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
He fucking played everywhere when he was here. It's part of the problem. We probably should have stuck him somewhere. He probably won a goddamn Heisman. We'd have left him somewhere.
Why y'all think I'm gonna answer this question?
Oh, there's no thought here. It's Sean Taylor. I love Sean Taylor to death, man. He was a cheat code for us. I remember the day he passed. Somebody ran up to me and told me in school because they knew how much I loved him. I got to go home that day. It was pretty cool. That I got to go home. Not that my favorite player was passed. But if you were alive back then, if you were a fan back then, you know what I mean when I say whatever we needed, he got. Like if our offense was stalling, he'd go punt return. Like and not just go punt return. He'd either run that motherfucker back or get us in the red zone. If we needed a turnover, he got us a fumble. If we needed a pick, he got the pick. If we needed a third down stop, he came down the box and got it. It's almost seemed like God gave us a football player that whatever we needed, he would do for us. What it really felt like. I used to literally always say all the time, like, Sean Taylor gonna do something here, and he always would. Like, I loved him to do that pairing of him and Maurice Sykes. To me, the greatest safety duo in Miami history. Maurice is crazy underrated, but watching Sean Taylor play football, I know a lot of people probably think we talk about him like this because he passed, but y'all, he's the best football player I have ever seen play football in my entire life. The amber visor, the no gloves with the tape fingers, like the swag was through the roof. He's a running back that played fucking safety and looked like Eric Dickerson when he caught a pick. He was great. He was great. And to think he literally was a running back coming into college, he wasn't even a fucking safety. He's a running back.
Yeah.
Like, this dude was I seriously believe God made him a football player. Like, God was like, I'm gonna make a really good football player. That's what when he molded Sean Taylor. He was, I'm gonna give him arms that go down to his goddamn ankles. I'm gonna have him run a 4.3. He's gonna be able to bench 400, hit like a goddamn linebacker. He can come off the edge like a DN. He can punt return like Devin Hester. There was nothing he couldn't do. The only thing we didn't do is split his ass at receiver. And I guarantee you to moss some people because I saw him moss receivers when he caught interceptions.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I guarantee you he could have did that too. We just didn't need him to. We had fucking Andre Johnson and Kevin Beard on the other side. So we didn't need him to.
Right.
But it really felt like whatever we needed, he did. He felt like a cheat code. He really did. It felt like we were supposed to enjoy everything. Like he wasn't supposed to be here long. Like, we were supposed to savor every moment. It's almost like I got a friend who he passed away early, and it just seemed like he lived his life knowing he was going to pass early. It almost seems like the football gods were like, we giving this motherfucker everything right now. No development, no he need to work into it, no nothing. He got everything right now. He was great, man. Like Ben said, hitting that punter in the Pro Bowl was crazy. And he went to the league and played exactly like he did at Miami, which was fun to see. Those of us that, were Miami freaks back then, when he got to the league and wore 36, I'm like, oh, he doing it for Maurice. He got Maurice number on, y'all. Like, I got nothing but happy memories when it comes to Sean and that team. So Sean Taylor, man, it's my favorite football player of all time, other than Randall Cunningham, because I love him.
Pope.
Yeah, it's hard to compete with Sean Taylor. Just of an amazing athlete. But I don't know. God dang, there's so freaking many.
There are so many.
Yep.
Do we all have a second? Because Sean, everyone's gonna pick Sean.
Yeah, well,
as
if we had it,
Miami.
I would go with Ed Reed for me.
Yeah. Ed Reed, yeah.
I'm gonna go DJ Williams, y'all. Y'all remember how DJ used to smack people?
Another running back coming out of high school.
Another running back, yeah. He used to smack people, man. And as a small receiver, he just scared me.
We could go on the rest of the night for this.
Yeah, we really can. Roscoe Parrish is one of my favorite offensive canes of all time.
Santana Moss. You can go down the line. Rudy the Boxer.
And we just watched the two the U part 1 and 2 yesterday.
Greg Cooper.
So. Coop. The whole crowd. I
thought Cooper was gonna win a Heisman here. Lamar Miller. Dude.
Rudy the
Boxer. You can't do a Mount Rushmore of Canes, bro. You gotta do eras.
No.
Yeah.
You can't do
it overall. Yeah, it's gotta be eras.
There's any mountain in Indiana because they don't have a Mount Rushmore. Indiana by 21 plus. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right, buddy.
I don't think either one of you get blown out. I don't see it. I don't
see
it either way. I don't think if y'all beat us, it's by 21. By the way, I'm not saying y'all can't win, but by 21,
no,
I don't see that.
On, y'all.
So
how many injuries will we get for that to happen?
All of
we haven't lost
twice.
And I saw this on Donna. We haven't lost a game by more than 7 since 2024 when we lost to NC State when Tyler Van Dyke was our quarterback.
Yeah. Like, let's stop. Yeah. We don't. This team is not built to get blown out. Indiana is 56-10.
He
appreciate the dono.
Thank you for the dono. 56-10.
Give me more than $2 if you're gonna disrespect me like that. God damn, it's crazy. 56-10 is wild.
Yeah, I think. All right.
Wow.
All right, let's
Wowzers.
go. Let's go. Let's lock back in.
Oh,
Fellas. Let's lock
Derek
back in.
King. I love Derek King to death. And he's from Houston. So I love Derek King to death.
He was definitely fun to watch.
Yeah, we got robbed. We should have had a little bit more Derek King. We got robbed because of the knee injury.
The entry in the bowl game.
Yeah. We got robbed.
And got
That's a
rushed
big
back
what if
when
for
he shouldn't have
me.
been.
Yeah.
He got rushed back when he shouldn't have been. We can't do current Mount Rush. Mount Rushmore, you got to give time. You got to give time. You got to give them.
It's hard. Current is hard because you start to look fonder at their performances as time goes on.
Yeah.
You start to go, you know what? We didn't appreciate Jason Gathers enough. Like, you know what I mean? It takes time for you to look back and go, we didn't appreciate having a solid number 3 that could also play running back, a little bit of receiver. Like, DJ Dallas. You start looking back, you're like, man, we didn't appreciate DJ enough, man. He did everything. He's a Cane's Kane.
Mm-hmm.
All right. To answer
do we get
Anthony
Mario
Manzano's
if
question?
Derek King doesn't get injured? That's a great question.
Oof.
Ooh. Yes. It was still not. You still got embarrassed. You still got embarrassed on national TV by Kirk Herbstreit, which is why the moves happened. It wasn't just that. That's not. You know what I mean? It was a culmination of different things. To answer Anthony Manzano's question that he's asked a couple of times, why is Indiana being talked about in this way by national analysts? Because Indiana's an anomaly, right? Like they've never been here. They're a great story, and they beat a blue blood in Alabama, and they beat a overhyped, over-talented, no-developed Oregon team with 18 injuries at running back. They dog walked them, right? Like they did. Those two things happened. Dante Moore went back to college, rightfully so. He wasn't ready to go. Played a horrible game in that game. Telegraphed that first pass. So they've had
that
those
boy
two
back
examples.
to school.
He sent him back. So he go, hey man, I need another.
They
history
really
class.
did send him back to school.
They sent his ass back. No, they 100% sent his ass back. But Indiana's last time they played a good team was Ohio State. Ohio State shit the bed in the red zone multiple times, and on those drives couldn't kick a field goal. Again, I said at the beginning of the show, they're working off recency bias, right? Like with them, it's their last 2 performances. With us, is our performances back in late October, November. That's what they focus in on. So that's what they're getting talked about, and it's fine, man. Like, look, let them enjoy this moment in the sun. Like, we can't. You know what I'm saying? We could talk our shit and talk our mess, and that's fine. But like, the game got to be played in 24 hours. We got to find out what that right tackle looking like. I don't think. Again, Landon Tengwall said it. I'm just reciting what he says. Y'all know I always give I always cite my sources. Carter Smith is slow and maybe not, and he gets away with a lot of holds, and that's their highest rated back. So was Zune from Texas A&M. So was go down the line of the next great tackle that we're going up against, and that didn't happen. These trenches are going to trench, dog, and it's different. Like, it's different. If you want to believe you're that same team, we're that same team that you've played the last 2 weeks in Alabama. Alabama's been dog walked 3 times this season. One of them by FSU. Like 3 out of their 4 losses by 17 or more. So that's happened. We haven't lost by more than 7. Polk just said it since 2024 when TVD threw 18,000 interceptions because he couldn't read the zone. Like, those things happen. Like, the analysts are the analysts, and again, they're getting to write a story and deliver a narrative and put us as their headline for captions for everything wrong with college football and all that other shit, and it's fine. Don't care. We've been here before. We set the trends when we set the rules of this shit. So, they get to enjoy the story, but we get to write the final chapter. That's all I got to say. CB? Or are you in the chat?
I'm in the chat because the fans are getting upset because they're being trolled by fans telling them that Malachi Tony's leaving.
Come on.
Mally ain't going nowhere, y'all. And for anyone that said Mally is going to U of H is in the middle of motherfucking 3rd Ward, y'all. Malachi Tony's mom is not letting him go to fucking U of H. You know what when he leave Miami, he going to the league, y'all.
Yeah.
He ain't going nowhere else but the goddamn NFL.
Yeah, that's it.
We trying to figure out how we can get him there after his sophomore year. We don't want him to get hurt. We try to change the motherfucking rules. He ain't going nowhere, y'all. He good.
Oh man,
the chat's been. I'm gonna have to go back. And
I heard he was going to
this
Indiana.
live replay of this chat. Yeah, they said we should play for him, y'all. Like, they said we should both put up a player. it's
y'all got Brock shot. Y'all good. Y'all good.
You got shot.
Yeah, you got
Hey,
shot.
Brock.
Good.
they jumped the first route, Brock. I'm in your DMs.
Right.
I put that on everything. we ain't Oregon, motherfucker. They jumped that first route, Brock.
Oh man.
I'm on your ass, baby.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm on
to
your
Brock's
ass,
grandfather, all respect, but if that shit
You
happens,
know we love you.
we got questions.
The Shot family, y'all know we love y'all, man. Y'all know we love y'all. But I got questions if they jump that first route, Brock. If it's a tight end route too, I got Brock. Come see me, Brock. Nah, I don't. It is weird though. I mean, it is very weird, but yeah.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. So the injury report came out, and we're down Lofton. How much of an issue do you think that's going to cause? I think there's a little bit of worry there. I think there's a little bit something to be concerned about, mainly because he's our main tight end pass catcher.
Yeah,
coming out of the backfield sometimes too.
Fullback lead blocker a lot of times too.
I think Bauman's the better overall blocker, especially in pass pro, but he's not the athlete that Lofton is. He doesn't have the same type of pass catching, route running.
It's Luka behind them,
and it gets younger behind him. So
yeah,
I don't know how much the tight end's going to actually play a role in this game, other than what Bauman's normally been doing. Maybe catch a pass here and there, but the
only reason it's concerning is I think we all thought with Beck, with the way he's played over the past few years, that the tight end would do so well in this offense. And I know we don't like to go back and look at revisionist history, but man, Riley Williams leaving, I think he could have had a 30 catch season here this year with just the way Beck likes to use that tight end. Polk, I mean, people are not talking about this, but Elijah being out, that means that you're probably not putting a safety on the tight end anymore. You're going to feel comfortable putting a linebacker on Bauman. That's a safety that now can bracket Malachi Toney.
Yeah.
That shit.
I mean,
that shit does domino effect.
The hell out of all of us.
Yeah. Maybe it's a Bauman legacy game. Man, he caught like 8 passes last year, 6 for touchdowns. Like, gets me another TD this game. Maybe a sleeper, Polk. It may be somebody that they're not looking at, and we may be able to hit him over the head with, the same way we've done with Marion the past couple of weeks with people.
Yeah,
you ain't scheming for Bauman, and you may go, well, fuck it. I'm gonna put a linebacker on him. I'm gonna use my safety for Malachi, and now we got a little mismatch with Bauman, maybe.
Yeah,
but it is worrisome when we want to go double. We want to go heavy sets. You're relying on Luka Gilbert. You're relying on Jack Nickel. You're relying on guys that just haven't played.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like, especially losing Brock Shot to Indiana with no travel, just kind of went there. So I'm sure everything's on the up and up there. I wonder, like, if you do trust a Luke Nick, you know what I'm saying, a Jack Nickel or somebody else, just for that, you know what I'm saying, to get, because you're gonna need to give Bauman some breaks, right? Like, you're gonna need to rotate that out a little bit. Do you get Luka Gilbert involved? That shows athleticism. They're not ready.
It's gonna have to be Luka.
He was the one. He played,
taking some snaps.
Yeah, he was the one that plays. He's the next one up. It's him.
Yeah,
so he was playing last game.
We might see a lot of packages. SJ a lot more too, especially in.
Yeah, you could have him as the blocking tight end in that situation. 100%. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, because Carver
he's going to be going through like 3 different jerseys.
Carver's hurt.
Yeah. He's gonna have a few jerseys. Yeah, SJ gonna have a few jerseys.
He's gonna bring his own backpack to the thing, man. It's crazy.
Carver was out the whole season. So.
Yeah, because Carver's out. What? Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, Carver just ripped.
It's gonna be interesting. It's interesting. So.
Yeah, we like that 2 tight ends. So we like to keep Bauman out there, and we like to play Lofton in that king queen spot right off of him as that flanker. Motion him a lot. He's the lead blocker a lot for Fletch, especially on any counter. We don't have a fullback traditionally, so he'll usually be that fullback.
Yeah.
And I like what he gives us, the versatility. You have to respect it as a defense. You cannot put a linebacker on him. You just can't. He'll cook him. So you got to respect him when he's out there.
If we're doing fantasy booking on this shit, can I ask, what about Fletch in that role, in some roles with Marty behind them or a Pringle in the backfield? like putting Fletch in packages, right? In certain moments, putting Fletch in that
Yeah,
lofted
but you're
role 'cause he's
giving it
physical.
away that it's a run. You're giving it
But
away
you
that
could-
it's a run at that point.
But you could have or flip it before like Marty, you know what I'm saying? And like have Marty in that tight end role just for the blocking because they both block really well. And you could have him slip out like how you had him against Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? You had I'm not saying they
Pass
will.
pass pro and blocking on the edge ain't the same thing.
No.
I ain't the same, yeah.
Like picking up a guy and first punch, hitting the motherfucker. It's a little. I think that's
Very
why
different.
Lofton is underrated, special because he can do those things.
Yeah.
He can do the things that don't show up on the stat sheet. So yeah, that's something I don't think we've really thought about, Polk. That
That's a
it'll
good
just
question.
change the way you want to go jumbo sometimes, or what you
The-
may have to do in those
Yeah.
situations. Bringing SJ off the
good
bench
thing-
a lot, probably more.
I will say this. The good thing about it is, and obviously would love to have Lofton in, is that it happened so long ago that they've had 10, 11 days to prep for how they want to approach it, right? Like
Yeah,
if it was like an injury in camp and they had to make, you know what I'm saying, like in training and they had to make a change like 3 days in, 3 days out, I'm way more worried. Like he was out that game, he was done, right? Like that's the
I'm
only
trying to
part that
think.
like I kind of take some solace in, where I'm like they've had so long to prepare because our game was on the 8th, right? And now we had 11 days. Adrian Fleming, if Signetti is having his way, they're not having anything Miami. They're not even having orange and green like the U on the stadium. Like
We can't
They
even wear it
they
on our
don't-
helmet.
no, if you are a Hurricanes fan, you actually might get stopped for wearing orange to the game to show any.
yeah,
kind
we
of
don't have
home.
nobody else in the fucking room.
No,
No.
I got Joey.
Oh,
Go. Look at you
Joey in the
there.
building. Look who
did
it
y'all
is.
know Jackson Carver's brother is on the roster?
Yeah.
Yes, Hunter Carver.
Yeah, I think
Great
he's
family.
I think he's yeah, he's young too though. He's a redshirt freshman.
He's young. Yeah.
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah.
It really is just Bauman and Gilbert because Jackson's hurt. Now you know what? We do have another good block. Jack is a fucking phenomenal blocker. He
Mhm.
big as hell
Mhm.
too. Luke's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jack's
He is.
6'4", 250.
He's a big
He
boy.
big as hell. So that may be our other inline blocker, our other jumbo tight end.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully
Hans
the
is
mark
undersized, but that shit has never hampered him, Chris.
No.
That shit has
No.
never hampered him. He's very good. Very, very good.
Yeah. Damari, hopefully he's ready to go day to day. We'll find out
Shit,
tomorrow.
put Judd out there.
Fuck yeah.
Judd at tight end. That'd be
Shit, remember
crazy.
6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, he's a big one.
He's
That's it. He
huge.
should,
He's like a good
become a
dude.
tight end.
At least.
He's fucking
He
huge.
He should become a tight end. If we're keeping it a buck, like that's a different conversation for a different day.
They
We got a
walked up
natty
to
in
me. I said,
24 hours.
damn, bro.
Yeah, I do
What you
big.
doing up there?
Yeah,
I literally was
Yeah.
like, bro, what are you doing up there, fam?
Yeah.
Crouch down when you talk to me.
Oh,
I
Ruskovich.
feel
Ruskovich.
offended.
Owen Ruskovich, the walk-on, former
Walk-on
walk-on
tight
that got his walk-on tight end that became a scholar. He got a scholarship. He got a scholarship. in
He's
spring.
like
Yeah,
he's
redshirt sophomore. Man, he's 6'7". God damn.
He's 6'7". Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that he's still wearing 44, they still got him with the walk-on number.
Yeah.
Maybe that. Hey, Bain had 4.4. You never know.
He did start
You never
off.
know.
Bain's also a defensive end too.
Bain
Yeah,
chose
yeah.
that. Then
Yeah.
they gave him that number so that he didn't interfere with other people's numbers. But
Yeah.
6'7", again, if we just need you to block,
Yeah.
shit, I throw him out there. Why not?
All right, fellas. Final
up,
thoughts
Garrett?
before we get up out of here, man. Poke. Final thoughts, man. 24 hours before you head down to the city.
Yeah, man.
How you feeling? What you thinking? Wherever you want to
Heading
take it, brother.
Be heading out tomorrow morning to head down, but yeah, I'm just ready, and I think every other fan is just ready. It's felt like
Forever.
a month since for this game to get
Fuck.
here. But
Jesus, too much.
there's just gonna be, I think there's gonna be a lot of excitement, a lot of I don't pent up aggression, I think, released at some point. So I think
It's so long
whoever-
of a wait. This is too long. This is too
shout
long.
out to whoever's actually going to the game and having to deal with that traffic and the parking and the stadium and everything else. Shout out to y'all. Y'all stay safe for sure. Because
Yes.
there's gonna
Don't do
be
nothing crazy, man.
yeah, don't do nothing crazy.
bro.
You do nothing crazy. But yeah, man, I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm not. It's weird because maybe it'll creep in tomorrow once it gets closer to game time. But I'm not feeling the nerves or the anxiety like I was for the last couple games. I mean, Ohio State was a different type of nervousness just because it was Ohio State and the history there. I think the last game was a little more anxiety than it was nervousness just because of what a win meant to getting to this point. And I think now that, Miami's at this point, it's a different type of excitement. You know what I mean? I'm ready. I'm ready to watch these boys take on another very talented, very good team and just watch some damn good football. So, but I'm still sticking with 27-20 Canes though.
That's a good score.
27-20 Canes.
CB,
I like
wherever you want to take it, my brother. That's a really good score.
I'm just excited for the game. I hate these big ass gaps in between games, honestly.
Fucking annoying, bro.
Because they make your emotions like ebb and flow. I'm at the point where I just want the fucking game to happen now. Like I'm not excited. I'm not anxious. I just want
to get this shit. Like, let's go, bro. Let's fucking go. Like, all right, we get it. Man.
Also, we can't be playing national championships on Monday, y'all. College football is a fucking Saturday sport, y'all. What are we doing? This is a Saturday sport. Games should be played on Saturday. I'm excited. I think both universities, both fan bases deserve this moment. It's a cool moment for both universities. One that has felt the highest of highs and had to live in mediocrity for shit since 2003. And one that has never really felt this in this sport. They've been told for so long they're just a basketball school. So I think both fan bases, both universities deserve this moment. Indiana, their fans are rabid. They travel well. Shout out to them. Like Polk said, I hope everyone's safe out there. Miami and Indiana fans. I'm just ready to see this game happen, y'all. I cannot wait to see the Canes run out that tunnel. The national championship patch on their jerseys. Like, it's great, man. It's for Miami fans experiencing your first one. Shout out to you. It's nerve-wracking the whole game. You think you know how nerve-wracking it is. You have no fucking idea. Shout out to anyone who's 10, 11, 12 watching this one, man. I was 13 years old for the Fiesta Bowl. So shout out to the 12-year-olds who this is your first natty ever, man. I was you. Well, it wasn't my first one because we won one the year before that. But still, you know what I mean? We all remember where we were back then. I was 11 when Miami won that. When I saw Miami win the first national championship that I saw. I was 11 years old. So shout out to everyone out there that's going to be watching a game with your pops, enjoying your first one. Shout out to all the dads out there who got to live through your first one, and now you're getting to enjoy this one with your kids. Your kids get that moment. I think it's poetic that in this run we exercise some demons, man. That Cotton Bowl demon, that Fiesta Bowl demon. It's almost like if you wrote it for us to win one, you'd write us to win those two bowls because of what they mean to our tradition before getting to this one. So shout out to everyone out there that's getting to enjoy the game with your kids, man. Getting to share a passion like this and getting to show your kids that, like, yeah, all them years I told y'all we were good. Like, now you get to have yours. It's like when Star Wars came back out, when episode 1 came out, my dad took me to it. He was a different kind of proud because he was like, this is your Star Wars now. I got mine. And now we get to share your Star Wars together. We don't have to keep talking about McGahee and Clinton Portis to these little motherfuckers who don't care about them. We can talk about Mally to them now. They got their own set of Canes. So I think that's beautiful. So shout out to, guys like Chief, guys like Cole, guys like Pope. You getting to experience this with your offspring, and they get to have them same moments, that same anxiety. There's going to be parts in this game where I know y'all are going to look over at your kids and see them doing the same shit you were doing 20 years ago. Right. So let's all enjoy it too, man. This is going to be a stressful fucking day, but let's all enjoy it. We know better than everyone that this shit don't come around often, man. So let's all enjoy it. for what it is. Indiana fans, we have been kind of kind to y'all. That shit probably stops tomorrow. It's probably gonna get wicked, but it's all love on the timeline. I'm just happy, man. We're doing it in the Stormtroopers, which is fire. That's another thing. It's just cool. Yeah, man. I know I'm smiling ear to ear because I'm thinking of those memories of 12-year-old me, man. If I could have told myself, yeah, it's gonna hurt for a while, bro. We got to deal with Brock Berlin and Robert Marv and shit, but you'll be back. I don't know if 12-year-old me would have believed it because of how we were rolling back then, but I'm happy that we're here, man. I know a lot of us love this team, and we've been through so much with this football team year in and year out. In many ways, you kind of love the team more than the people that work for it, because at the end of the day, if they get fired to get another job, their passion goes there. We stay. You know, no one pays us to love this team. Man, spoiler alert, y'all, we don't get paid to do this fucking podcast. Like, we love this football team. Like, we do this. No one sent me this hoodie even if I bought this. Like, we love this team for real. So shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to all the Canes content creators that put in the work, that try to inform the fan base on what's going on. And the guys who did it during them dark years that people were probably asking, why the fuck are you even covering this team?
Mad props
again.
To y'all, for sure.
Shout out to Bain. Shout out to the people who committed here when they were told you're never gonna win shit. Why are you going there? All the negative recruiting throughout these years. People probably told Mario, why the fuck are you going back there? You know, shout out to everyone that believed, man. Shout out to everyone that after that second loss didn't just say fire Mario. Shout out to everyone, man. We've been through hell and back together. We all sat there and watched TVD's motherfucking muscle fall off the bone. We deserve this. So those are my final thoughts, man. Just enjoy it for what it is. For the parents out there, get to enjoy it with your young ones. It's got to be a special feeling. Even my dad was texting me like, man, it's crazy that you're gonna get to watch this as an adult. I remember you screaming at the Fiesta Bowl, in 2003. So I think that's just cool, man. We got a new generation of Cane fan that they're gonna get their own. They're gonna get their own natty. They're gonna get their own story. Like, people in the chat, we're listing our Mount Rushmores, and people are talking about fucking Stacey Coley and Malachi Tony. I'm like, man, I was an adult for that shit. Like, that's crazy. Y'all are listing these people, but I just think it's cool, man. As a fan, I love seeing fans be fans and fans be passionate. So be safe if you're out there. Please, win, lose, or draw, please be safe. Be careful. Don't get to no fights, but have your fun at the stadium. And tag us in everything. If you're live reacting, if you're taking pictures with your family, with your kids, with your jerseys on. As a matter of fact, send us your game day fits. Tag us in your game day fits. Tag us in your jerseys. If you watching it with the next generation, tag us in that. If you react to a touchdown, tag us. We want to share these moments with y'all because we're a family here in the Canesverse. So tag us, whether it's TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Let's enjoy this shit together, man. Yeah, wherever you at.
Yeah, scan that QR code right there.
2724 Canes.
Man, y'all couldn't say it any better, man. Scan that QR code right there. Before I let y'all go, my guy Poke, after the SMU loss,
I don't know where it is,
had a hell of a speech. That way. Yeah, that way. Yeah, it's the opposite of where you want to go. Yeah, that's it.
I'm struggling so bad. My
guy Poke after that SMU game. My guy Poke after that SMU game had a heartfelt speech that he gave. Since that moment, it more embodied what this podcast is, how he felt as a Canes fan. From that moment, the team reacted differently than any team we've seen in the last 22 years. If you are a hater of this team, if you're a fan of this team, after that SMU loss, you kind of thought it was over and you keep talking about it. That this team is not this team. This team has a Mark Fletcher on it that plays for a bigger purpose every single day. Still Texas father. His mom drives to every single game. A Malachi Tony that me and CB got to see live last year, had no idea he was going to be this Malachi Tony. You see it, like you see inklings of it. It has the Ruben Bain that was doubted. people talk about this team differently than what this team actually is. And you have a CeCe Minoa that believed in it when number one player in the country, right, believed when nobody else did after a 5-7 season. This team isn't built on, I'll say it again and I'll say it forever, this team isn't built on glitz and glamour and shiny cars and how much this not if you believe that and you're a player that comes here, you will leave just as quick as they recruited you. It doesn't matter. If you're not here to work, it doesn't matter. It's not about the talking. This is a podcast. We'll do the talking. These young men don't do that. These young men just play and love football. That's what they're there to show you. And they're going to show you tomorrow night. Indiana, you've had an incredible season. You should be immensely proud of your team coming out of absolutely nowhere and doing this. Be proud. Enjoy it. But you're not playing a team tomorrow that's going to look past you that think, oh, that's just Indiana. There's no injuries. Fletcher's going to keep coming because there's a purpose behind him. There's a purpose behind him, man. CeCe's going to keep going. Inez Cooper was the 1100 ranked recruit and came in here 415 pounds and in 1 year completely changed his body. That's culture. That's mentality. It's not what you think it is. Brockenmeyer got shitted on when he would get pushed around by the nose guard and became one of the best centers, if not the best center in the nation.
Talk about Pancake, who also believed. We forget Pancake was fucking 5-star.
Yeah.
Pancake sat for 3 years as a 5-star, the number 3 player in the country when he got recruited, and sat and knew that he had to take time to learn. This isn't what you think it is, bro. This isn't what the analysts say. This team isn't playing for us. This team isn't playing for what the analysts say. This team is playing for each other. Mark Fletcher, this motherfucker's such a great leader. Yo, salute to Big Mark, man. May you rest in heaven. Mark Fletcher, with his money and gave gift to the team to bring them closer together while he's fighting the flu, throwing up all over everything. Like, this team isn't what you think it is, man. Tomorrow, a lot of people are going to be for a rude awakening. For me, it's not. CB, I told you all season. We did the first show this season before the Notre Dame game because Polk and Joe were traveling for the game. We're down there. I told you I got an eerie calm this season that feels really uncomfortable, right? Like, we talked about it that day, and I've had that same feeling ever since. Tomorrow isn't a coronation. Tomorrow isn't Miami is back and all that bullshit those analysts are going to say.
That shit crazy at the time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right? I've had this feeling all season.
I didn't believe in the quarterback. I can't lie about that. I thought Ben was lost in my nigga. We did not.
Yeah, I was
Mensa.
I've been calm all season, and tomorrow is just it's gonna be work. It's gonna be fight, dog, and it's gonna keep coming. You're gonna need more than 13. You're gonna need more than your quarter-zipped head coach that looks at the camera at the right time. You're gonna need more than that because this team doesn't stop. This team knows pain. Your guys came from it and got to enjoy the pleasure of being 26-2. You didn't have the fights of 5-7, 7-5. Everybody making fun of you. Oh, when's Mario gonna take a knee? The last play of this game, the last play of this motherfucking game is gonna be Carson Beck taking a knee for the national championship. 34-20 Canes and a crushing ass drive, like every single drive that's happened this playoffs. And I want you to understand. I need you to feel it, like really bask in it. Dog, this team is built on nastiness and dog. I'm not gonna curse. I'm gonna try to keep it clean. But also, you motherfuckers ain't ready, bro. Like, we hear everything you're saying. This team hears everything, doesn't say anything. Keontae Scott was the same ranking as fucking Diani Hill. You want to believe in development? The best quarterback, best corner in the country. I said it way before. And then he got hurt and came back and has done nothing but change it. Man, y'all boys better be ready.
Jacoby Thomas was told he was damaged goods. He was banged up. Remember what they told us when we went and got him? He was damaged goods. He's too banged up. Tennessee didn't want him no more. He ain't like that.
Keelan Marion's just a punt returner, just a kick returner. What's he been doing?
They made Caleb Downs.
Indiana fans are new here, right? Indiana fans are new here and enjoying it. I don't know how many of you are former Notre Dame fans and just riding the wave. So respect to y'all. This shit here is different, bro. This shit here is different. And tomorrow you're going to find out. And I'll be here live right after the game, telling you I told you so. I'll be like right after. Poker's gonna be with my guy Joe. We're gonna at a great watch party, fucking celebrating and going buck wild crazy, bro. And I'm gonna be right here looking in the camera. Was like, what now? Because Miami isn't back. Miami, all the captions that are coming after, fuck all that noise. Miami is here. Miami is here. This shit doesn't stop. Because when that graphic hits on Tuesday and y'all mad all over again, realize Miami is here. We out of here, baby. Go Canes. 34-20.
Let's go.
Thanks for watching. You heard. Thanks for listening. We appreciate y'all. You already know every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. You already know every Sunday, right on time. You already know.